Hello friends, Namaste. Here's another video on sustainable facility management. Now, what is sustainable facility management? It is how you are operating your workplace and maintaining it for the future generations to see the infrastructure as it is. In facilities management, when we talk about it is the facility which is being taken care of in the workplace and the operations, that is the day-to-day maintenance, the heating, ventilation, the soft facilities which are provided, that is hygiene, cleanliness, and many more, which we'll be learning in the next slides, and maintaining it together in such a way that you're managing it well. So that is facility management. When we talk about sustainability, it should be measurable. It should be measurable and maintainable for the people, by the people, that is the employees who are working and the people who will be visiting that workplace. Now let us understand what we will be learning in this video. We will be going through what do you mean by sustainable facility operations, the hard facility management and soft facility management, the differentiation of that, some examples, and the 5 pillars of sustainable facility management. We will quickly go through that. So whenever facility we think, it is a living system. It is a living system of resources which are being procured for the people to use the space, and when people are using the space, the waste exists, and then the data tell us where to improve, how to control, and how to keep it sustainable. In sustainable facility operations, the very important thing comes is how you are assessing your facilities. Facility, when I say here, if you see, is the water system, and the entire facility of a building is shown. So it is a building where the work is being organized and maintained. So for MNC, the whole building structure from the entry to the exit. For hotels, the same thing, the hotel infrastructure. In airlines, the airport. In healthcare sector, the hospital itself. And in entertainment, the theater, the PVR cinema hall, and many such facilities. Like in apartment, the whole apartment system, how the flat system is managed, all comes under facility management. And when we talk about sustainability, as many of us know, it comprises of how the things are kept for the next generation by practicing the reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse, all the R's which are being given for maintaining your infrastructure as it is, taking care of the waste, taking care of the water, taking care of the energy resources, comes under sustainable facility operations. Maintaining the safety and security of your people who are working, as well as people who visit your infrastructure. So when I talk about in hotel, airports, other tourists, the travelers, the guests who enter, so how they feel safe in that particular building. The employees, how they feel safe, comfort when they are in the building. So the brightness, the ventilation, the air quality inside the building should be maintained properly. And it requires a lot of maintenance activities on a daily, weekly, yearly, and how it has been complied on a regular basis. Whatever repair, maintenance activities happen, that comes under sustainable facility operations. Very important is how the business goals are complying with the environment, social, and governance reporting scheme. So ESG stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance Reporting Scheme, which is according to the Sustainable Development Goals of 2030 vision. And as I said, all sustainable facility operations takes care of improving the employees and the visitor experience. The truth bomb which we will talk is sustainability will fail if nobody owns the daily checklist. So checklist controlling of maintenance, repair, and the waste activities is very important in sustainability facility operations. So The internal and international examples which has to be stated here are of various hospitality sector, that is Hilton has brought in the light stay where they track their energy, water, waste and community through their tracking system, and how these things are impacting the community. The data is well maintained by Hilton Properties. Then Marriott Serve 360 comes up with various schemes of how they are responsibly operating the energy use, the water, waste, and carbon footprint management. So this is another example of a international property. MNC Property, that is CBRE, is world famous for facility management. They have their own real estate sector, and they have brought in various corporate offices, data centers, healthcare, public infrastructure by managing and maintaining the workplace very efficiently. Many of my students are working in CBRE with a good pay scale. Singapore Changi Airport, the world famous, one of the best airport, is into sustainability targets and taking care of all the operational practices which is environment friendly in nature, and too much into tech activities. Cochin International Airport is also very famous for its solar powered operation, where it is cited globally as an example of how the entire operation is solar powered. So, sustainability will become credible if it is measured properly, reported properly, and it is linked to your daily facility decisions. As I was talking that we will be discussing about hard facility and soft facility together. So let me tell you what does soft facility management means. It talks about the building systems and the infrastructure. So the one which you can easily see, which is visible, and it takes a lot of money to invest in. The very important thing is HVAC system, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. If you're keeping the air condition, the air quality of your building infrastructure well, it will really help in sustaining your facility management activities. Electrical and lighting system, so that people will get the comfort of working in peaceful manner when these things are taken care of. Plumbing and water system, providing better water drinking facilities and water management systems. Fire and life safety system, so that people feel secured when they work and visit that place. Lift, generators and BMS. BMS is building management system, which helps in calculating all this facility operations activities together through a technical system. Soft facility management is which is done by people, where people give the support services like housekeeping, the daily cleaning, the hygiene activities, sanitation activities, the security given by the security guards, the access to the building, how easily it is accessible to the general public, waste, how waste is segregated on a daily basis, the architect of that building, that is the landscaping, how does it visually appeal the people with good lawn facilities, good garden facilities, and how the insects are controlled. And very important is the hospitality, the reception, the receiving, the help desk, and the people who are involved in serving food, water. All this comes under soft facility management. Now, as I was saying, that we will be discussing the 5 pillars of sustainable operations. The 5 pillars are energy, water, waste, indoor quality, and procurement. So, again, I repeat, when the efficient heating and ventilation and air conditioning is being taken care of by any property, it gives the sustainable data, it gives the sustainable operations activity. When the lighting and equipments are all sensor based or through solar systems or through LED the devices, it helps in controlling the light resources. So these are very important sensor based activities for utilizing all the energy things which are used in the building. Very important is how water is managed and saved. So the leak control, which is comes under repair and maintenance, which should be checked on a regular basis, and it should be done immediately, not waiting for some period and then doing it. Very important is how the fixtures are efficiently put and reused. The reusing of the water, recycling of the water is very important. So from kitchen, how the water is recycled to the horticulture activities or to the cleaning activities, this should be taken care in the facilities operations. Waste, yes, as I said, when this people utilize a place, waste is generated. So how waste is managed properly, which makes the employees comfortable to work in the place and the visitors to see that place. So there, the waste should be reduced on a daily scale, especially the non-biodegradable degradable waste. The segregation of the waste should be done from the place where it is generated till the disposal thing, taken care of very practically and meticulously. And reusing of the waste for some other purposes should be taken care by the facility operations department. As I said, people who enter and work for the place and people who visit, they should get that experience. And it is through the proper indoor quality and ventilation, the air is of good quality, light, noise, there is no noise pollution, and they get a comfort when they visit that place. That should be taken care by the facility management department. Very important is how sustainably you procure the required items to maintain your building, the indoor items as well as the outdoor items, the soft facility and hard facility items. All these things should be uh, maintained by facility department and procurement. That is how they select the right vendor, how they get the right vendors properly. Next is all these five pillars which we are talking about requires a lot of control mechanism. So when we talk about in energy management, the control lever is how you are scheduling the activities properly. That is, for a hotel, when they are utilizing any energy, they should calculate based on the per occupied room, how much energy is utilized by the guest and how efficiently they can reduce the use. And in the office unit, per flow, how much normal consumption is there and how much abnormal consumption is there, that they should detect and solve it. So very important here is using the building management system, the smart meters which calculates the use of energy, the dashboards everywhere where the managers, facility managers will understand with the unit and work on the monthly bills, and they will avoid the daily whatever shock which comes. So that is very important in energy management system. So there are some activities when we talk about proper scheduling of heating ventilation here, which is meant in HVAC, heating ventilation and air conditioning, using the LED lighting, daylight sensors, which I've already told, how filters, coils, belts, various chillers are there to maintain the quality of energy, control plug, idle equipments, whether they are utilizing the energy, that has to be taken care, and the benchmark of the data, how electricity is used in a particular area and time and how to control it. So these are the activities which are being taken care of in the energy management. Indoor quality is what type of temperature you are maintaining, how you are avoiding the overheating due to outdoor temperatures, how you are avoiding the overcooling. So these things has to be taken care of. Ventilation, how the fresh air is being brought in inside the building and the stale air is removed by proper ventilation. This should be done on a daily basis. And very important is Any complaint should be sorted then and there rather than of putting it in report and solving it later. So mini checks in the rooms for smells, the temperature, ventilation should be taken care by the facility operation teams. Humidity, very important, and filtration of the air, the dust which is there, these things has to be taken care of. Now when we talk about controlling water is through the various devices, that the meter which tells us how much water is used in various section department, that is kitchen, toilet, landscaping areas, and to control it. Detect the leak, as I already said, on a daily basis. Use inspection tool, have a checklist, and work on the repair immediately. Don't keep it for a longer period. Especially for water, we should save water. Then the reduce and reuse mechanism, wherever the requirement is not there, reduce it, the water cleaning activities, and where it is reused, treat the water and use it for other activities, that is the kitchen water for some cleaning or for gardening activities. So procurement, which is the last pillar of sustainability operations, should be taken care of in such a way that the procurement of energy devices should be with energy efficient rating. It should be eco certified. It should have a star rating. There should be a proper vendor management system. The suppliers should follow the ethical practices, very important. So you as a facility manager should take care of the vendors who are providing you the cleaning equipments, devices, the energy devices should follow the ethical practices of ESG, so that what they report and what you are reporting should be aligned. ESG, I repeat, that is environmental, social, and governance reporting scheme. So when we talk about procurement, proper vendor management system, planning, budgeting, and using is very important. So procurement is not cheapest buying, but it is how you get a quality material value. There is reliability, compliance, and risk control in the procurement activities. So when we follow all these sustainable practices, we get a sustainable workplace experience. That is ergonomic design workplace, where you are procuring the usage things for your employees, for your visitors, proper chair, desk, workstation, the light, noise is all controlled in the indoor quality. Biophilia is how you're using plants for getting good air quality. Many IT sector, they have hanging gardens, they have small plants everywhere in their premises, in hotels, everywhere nowadays. It's very important as a part of sustainable workplace experience. And inclusions, how you are including safe pathways for specially abled people, for people who need assistance, proper signage system, proper sitting system for resting hours. All this comes under sustainable workplace experience. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you liked the video. If not, please give me your comments. If yes also, please do give me some feedbacks so that I can improve, and do shower your support by subscribing to this channel. Thank you.